Hi, welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion, and I am the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Bible. This is the eighth part of the 21st chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible, which is the 18th chapter of the book of Zion. Now, we're in the dissertation, and I'm going to take up where I left off last time because I ran out of time. So, I know that this works because I found at one time that I had a lump in my right breast. I was, as is my way, looked to herbal lore to use food as medicine. I found that fennel was used for tumors. So I took fennel, and I used my innate healing ability, and of course I prayed to the grave. The lump went away, not on its own, but by healing. My own, or the use of the herbs in combination with my healing and that of my prayers, where the grace healed me. I was healed. That is what I know. Now, I didn't go to a doctor. I just could not afford to. My credit history sucks because I was one of those people with pre-existing conditions. Scoliosis. My back was my biggest health concern. I couldn't get coverage. I could never afford a doctor. And I would um, get my checks garnished whenever I had a medical problem because I literally had to always choose between food, which I never had enough of, and the doctor's bills, and I always chose to eat. I know about hunger. I know about impossible demands on my meager allowance of money. I know about needing but never having. I am poor. I mean, just seriously, look at this. As I sit here writing this, I know poverty. I took a vow of poverty in 1979. I struggled to pay the bills every payday. So, I am one of the poor. Even now, I am about to have a garnishment on my checks for an emergency room visit that I couldn't afford because of my back. Now, I had hurt my back at work and had not realized it. So I didn't report it at the time. So guess what? No help. They wouldn't do anything for me at work. Been there, done that. So I endured the garnishments because that's all I can do. Because seriously, I'm never gonna choose to pay a doctor over having something to eat. This society has so many sins, but I believe that the worst is the sin of the medicines. We glorify doctors who are no more than drug dealers. They just sell you drugs that are pushed on them by their dealers, the pharmaceuticals. These evil bastards create dangerous drugs that regularly kill millions. They kill you. Just pay attention to the commercials, people. They advertise that they're killing you. They literally tell you these drugs kill people. Deadly drugs are deadly because they kill. If death is a side effect, killer. Doctors sell you drugs that kill people. Hello, world. How can a government allow deadly drugs to be sold to sick people? How can you put me in prison for attempting to sell a plant that has proven medical value but doesn't do true harm to anyone, while you're legally dealing drugs that are being advertised on TV as harmful, deadly medications. These drugs are being sold to sick people. The US government and the pharmaceuticals and the medical doctors are murderers, plain and simple. Every doctor in America who has ever sold a deadly drug is guilty of attempted murder. Doctors are assassins paid by the pharmaceuticals who bribe the governments to endorse the practices. And the entire insurance industry is nothing but extortion, who strong arms us through the government. I don't pay extortionists. Literally, I refuse to pay anybody for something that might happen someday, only to have to fight them when something actually does happen in the here and now. Bullshit. I don't have the luxury of putting my money into the hands of illegal thugs. I don't have enough food in the fridge to last till payday. Extortion is a crime. Insurance is extortion. Only in a society that is corrupt is it a law that an industry profits must be provided when that industry's business is to do nothing now, but maybe do it someday when you need it, if you're willing to fight for it. But you'll have to go to jail if you don't pay it. Car insurance. Our society is so corrupt that we are forced to pay for car insurance because we might someday get into an accident. We might someday? Well, Jesus might someday return too. It enforces the will of the corporate, not the people. Dow benefited from marijuana's prohibition. Pharmaceuticals benefit from the DEA's compliance in drugs that should never be sold. No drug that kills can be legal, while drugs that don't kill are illegal. Now, our climate change problems are a direct result of the corporate takeover of America. And that takeover started with the marijuana prohibition. America is blind. The people turn a blind eye to the evil that they live with. The true God of America is money. Jesus warned his people that they could not serve two masters, God or mammon, or money. America worships money. Corporations, the true power in America, worships money. Money was their God. I reject money and all of its evil ways. Yes, I have a job, or I did. Yes, I use a bank card. Yes, I need money to survive, but that's my point. Money is evil, the root of all evil. We've always known that. It's an old, old thing, as old as our society. I think I have, I think I have to use money just because everybody else has to too. But that doesn't mean that I believe in it. People say, I wish I had $1,000,000. Fuck that. I say, I wish I had everything $1,000,000 could buy. Because if I had $1,000,000, everybody I know that would either envy me for it, ask me for it, or hang on so that I would spend it on them, or they'd just try to steal it. But if I had all the stuff that $1,000,000 could buy, well, hell, the only one I'd have to worry about was the thief. So, on two levels, medical and money, the Grey teach us how to heal the blind. The Rique healing techniques are an ancient Grey way, and their origins is with the Grey. But the government's way is the corporate evil way that is corrupt. The blind are too blind to see that. The Lord loves the righteous. When the hippies emerged in the 1960s, we could see the difference between them and their parents. Oh my God. The peace-loving, colorful, free-spirited Grey were in stark contrast to their parents who were part of the society that had oppressed them. This free spirit, this peace-loving unity, was the love of the Grey. You should watch the movie Hair from the 70s. Watch the joy that the hippies felt. Listen to the joy in the songs. That is the display of love, and that is the love of the Grey. Hair, the musical, to me, embodies the joy of being Grey. I sang a song from it in my acting class. It's from the movie. It's called Easy to Be Hard. It was my final exam, and of course I got an A. I love this movie. When I did my singing telegrams, I danced on a table, like the one they danced on in the movie. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's really cool. I can feel the love that the Grey have for me and my people. All through the years. When I cried alone, I felt their love and comfort. I would tingle like I was wrapped in love. Our ability to feel is on an entirely different level. I feel sorry for anyone who has never felt the love of the Grey. Many of my people feel that love every time they get high. The joy that we feel is the merging of the mind, so we connect with an emotional as well as an analytical level. We feel as well as hear them. I'm going to stop there so that we don't go over too long. And the next time I'll take up where I left out. And love you guys. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you always, always be worthy of it. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light. May you always be happy and high. Fight those bad thoughts. Later, because I will never say goodbye.